Hello YouTube, iFixItAll here, Team iFixItAll. This is an update on the Greenworks chainsaw. I ordered me up a spare battery. Oh, that's my older one, and my newer one is right here. So now I have two batteries. They're 2 amp hour batteries. And if you get these, I highly recommend you do a paint marker on the corner, which denotes how you drop them in the stall. Just match up your paint marker marks. The purpose of this video is to talk about something that happened to me on the Greenworks chainsaw. It's, let's call it a possible failure point, because the damn thing didn't fail. What was happening was, toward the end of where I was using it, toward the end of a video, the last video I did where I'm up in a maple tree trimming it, the chain was popping off more often, and I couldn't quite figure out if it was me because I'm using tree gaps and I'm up a tree and I'm at awkward positions and trying to stay safe while being 30 and 40 feet in the air, and how I was holding the saw and possibly putting the chain in an oddball bind. The chain was popping off often enough to concern me. This chain right here. By the way, I know I probably avoided warranty, but I upgraded to a longer bar and a chain with more teeth. The original bar and chain has never been used. I think it's 16 from the factory. Yeah, it's this guy right here. Greenworks. Yeah, that's a 16 inch, and I put this on. The purpose of this video is, while I was at it, I decided to dig a little deeper than I needed to on this machine, just for the sake of preventative maintenance. I called Greenworks support, and they mailed me one free, a new sprocket kit. So anyone who wants the sprocket changed, this is the part number you need right here. And I'll say it out loud so you can jot it down. R0200049-00. This was manufactured June 17th of 2024. I called them because I said my existing sprocket had wear and tear on it. It had gouges where the chain's riding. And I asked the guy, I think the light is screwing with this, that I spoke to, I asked him, is that machined in on purpose, or is that a sign of wear and tear? He couldn't answer the question. But secondarily, the reason why I called was because it seemed to be there was a very, very popular opinion that the gear that they're selling online doesn't fit. And I don't mean it doesn't fit the chainsaw. What I mean was, I was seeing people comment that it didn't fit their telescoping, battery operated chainsaw extension thing, or their other battery operated device that isn't a chainsaw. And so I had to call to find out what's going on here. What is the right number? What's the part number? What do I need to order? So this one has grooves in it, and of course I closed the bag. Hang on. Yeah, it comes with a new snap ring. It's not a snap ring, it's a, gosh, I forget what these rings are called, but they're a pain in the butt to put on. It's a spiraled overlapping spring. When I looked at the new one, I noticed the new one doesn't have that wear and tear. So to get ahead of the game for the firewood season, I decided to reach out to them, and they sent me one for nothing. They were very nice, very helpful. It took a couple of calls before I got someone who was of a native English-speaking variety. And that guy was very helpful. But yeah, you can see there's what I would classify as very severe grooving. In two different spots, too. Also, there's two grooves, and then there's a center groove. I haven't looked at it this close before. And there's some dinging going on, but the wear and tear, basically. So with that being said, I'm installing this new sprocket, and it is called sprocket assembly. Okay, so yeah, I'm using the right terminology. I've dove a little deeper into here because what I noticed, what I wanted to do was, the reason why I have this apart in the first place was to clean it up and prep it in and change the sprocket out. And I got to thinking, well, I'm only a few bolts away from doing some preventative maintenance. What is under this cover? What should I know? And when I took the cover off, if you'll kind of notice, this thing is not watertight. It's not sealed or anything. So be mindful of the idea that debris can get in there, although it'd be very difficult with the machined surfaces. I'm not sure what I found earlier, but it was almost like a whole bunch of packaging plastic was caked up in the corners here, and some of it was around this oil pump drive gear. This is an oil pump that sucks fluid out of your oil tank and sends it up to your cover assembly, which has a nozzle right there that it plugs into and lubricates your bar. Well, cleaning things out, doing preventative maintenance, do a visual, and then all of a sudden I grabbed this shaft and I moved it back and forth. I was actually trying to spin the shaft by hand, and I am able to. But I noticed this whole aluminum assembly was moving around in here everywhere to the tune of probably like 25 or 30 thousandths of an inch. That's quite significant. It's moving around the whole aluminum assembly right here, which is the face of the electric motor, from what I can assume, because I didn't go any deeper. Get inside yours. There's 3 screws. One right here. One. Oh no, that's the oil pump. One right here. One here. And one here. And back them off. Add some more Loctite. And tighten them back down. If this shaft is able to willy-nilly weeble wobble around, it'll contribute toward your chain popping off more easily. And if it can weeble wobble too much, it'll weeble out this hole right here more. Although it seems like it's clearanced well enough. Oh no, it's not. No, yeah, there's hardly any gap right there. So yeah, remove these screws to get your cover off, and get in here, clean this out. And I'm going to probably put a little bead of silicone around the perimeter when I put this lid back on to keep debris out. Because honestly, this doesn't need to be collecting debris inside there. Yeah, your electric motor inside the Greenworks 80 volt. Check these 3 screws. That's what keeps it steady Eddie on this side of the machine anyway. I haven't been any deeper into this, so I don't know what I don't know, but I do know the entire assembly was moving around quite a bit. Like, 30 thousandths. It was moving around. That's offering up tension on your chain in a different manner. It's also cockeying the shaft forward, putting your angle of your sprocket at an oddball angle, and causing you to think you have a loose chain when in fact this thing is wobbling around. Keep your eyes peeled on that. Otherwise, still a good machine. I love it. I love it. I've got videos. Go backwards. You'll see me using this thing. I think I have like 6 videos, so you can judge for yourself how useful it is. But this is the only chainsaw I grab anymore. With 2 batteries, this thing is going to last me quite a while and keep me very busy. Talk to you all later. See ya. Bye.